Good evening, educators. Welcome to my channel, Tea and Teacher. Many of the times, the teachers complain that the students are not participating when they are teaching, they do not show active participation. So, today I'm going to share few tips and techniques on how you can increase your class participation. But before that, let's understand ki what is the role of the teacher. The teacher is an educator, she is a mentor, she is a counselor, she is an instructor, so she is playing a continuous all over role in the classroom. Also, it becomes a bigger responsibility on the part of the teacher to deliver her content in a useful way where she feels okay, where she's teaching, the children are also enjoying and participating in that. So now let's come to the main point. What does the research say? Research say about how do we remember, why this is important. Now, like, we are humans, and the research says that the human being remember only 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, and 30% of what we see, 50% of what we see and hear. This is the only thing we remember. 70% of what we discuss with each other. So if I'm discussing something with you, you will remember 70% of that. Maybe you might not remember everything, but you'll remember 70% of that. But 90% we remember if we do what we are doing something. Okay, so how our senses work helps the children to participate in the classroom. I gave you this example of the research was to understand how we human beings work or remember the things what are being taught to us or what are being said to us. Since all our senses are involved in our learning and teaching, we need to understand that. Now comes the tips. How you are going to increase your class participation or the children's participation in your class. First thing is, like, first tip, start keeping them busy. So when you are for example, when you are delivering your lesson, make it a point that they are occupied with something. Suppose you are teaching something, there should be an activity along with that where they are having the learning part getting into their minds because they are doing it on their own. Otherwise, give them some worksheets. Otherwise, you can involve them actively in the play. So if you are playing a game regarding to your teaching, that would really help the children to participate actively, and you will have more of children interested in participating in what you are teaching. Next is, like, try to to group them into by skills. Like, if they are if you know that a particular child is good in reading, or a particular child is good in maths, or these three children in your class are good in maths, combine them and put another two children who are not so good with them, so that they are able to help these children, and these two children are actively participating in the things what are being taught. So suppose you want to teach something related to human body, so you can make a group of the children who already know about it and who are able to tell you, and then you put these two children who do not know with them, so that they start learning from them. So that way these two children are actively participating in your classroom teaching. Next is apply jigsaw approach. Now when I say apply jigsaw approach, jigsaw you might have heard, it's a puzzle. Okay, so when I say that, what you need to do is, if you're feeling that your content, what you're teaching is not being delivered, or the children are not understanding, so try to divide the content. Into the groups in the class. So you make groups of children in the class, and ask them particular thing to do. Like, if you have a chapter in science where there is lots of activities to do. You can give one activity to one group, another activity to another group, another activity to another group, and ask them to discuss, do it, and then discuss among themselves. And later on, what you can do is ask each group to come and present it in front of the other children, so that the other children start learning. That way these children will also be occupied and engaged, or what you say, will participate in your classroom. Next is present your teaching content in a very short time. Oh, so when I say very short time, means you have to divide your lesson. If your lesson is very big, divide your lesson, because that way the children would be interested in learning. So it's not necessary that the whole chapter has to be covered today. What you can do is divide. If you're teaching history or you're teaching geography, you can divide the chapter into days, and make today in your lesson plan, when you're planning your lesson, make it a point that okay, I'm going to take only this much part of the lesson to teach them, so that the children do not get bored and they actively participate. Because if your lesson is in length, or your content is going in length, okay, you'll get bored. For example, if my video is going in length, you might get bored. So today I have come with a very short video. Next is present your teaching in a very short time. And then the last one is give your students voice and choice. So when I say give your students voice and choice, it means ask your children's opinions, what you want to do. Suppose you have started with your geography lesson and you feel the children are not paying attention and it is really useless teaching them at that time, ask them what to do. If they come up with something, well and fine, or you can change the topic with related to your teaching. I am not asking you to waste your time, since you have to finish your syllabus. But if you are taking oceans and rivers, in your chapter, you can definitely ask them, okay, you don't want to, if they're not interested in that lessons, you can in general knowledge ask a quiz, play a quiz with them, so that they at least know the names of the oceans, they know the names of the rivers. So that way you can shift the mind of the children, to, and give them a choice. So when they have the choice to do something different, and when they are able to suggest something, they will be very happy and interestedly and actively take part in your teaching. So this is how, these are the small few techniques which I have come today just to explain it to you, how you can increase your class participation. These are very small examples what I keep on giving. If you have any other example, or you have any other method to share with me, do comment in the comment box. And thanks a lot for watching my videos and remaining connected with me. Please do share if you find my videos knowledgeable and the content very good. Do like and comment my channel Tian Teacher, so that I come back with more knowledgeable videos as these, and with all the different tips and techniques which I like to share with educators. Thank you.